guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea if this is your first time here. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be my 18-week pregnancy bump date. This is pregnancy number 2. I am pregnant with another baby boy. I do have a 1.5-year-old named Sebastian. So this is just going to be what I've experienced in the week 18 of my pregnancy. I am currently 19 weeks. So I like to complete an entire week of pregnancy to be able to give you an accurate rendition of what's going on within my pregnancy, and also for me to be able to go back and look over these videos in the future. Some of the things that I'd like to address are the size of the baby, some of the apps that I'm using that I'm really liking to be able to follow along. So size of the baby right now at 18 weeks is 8.5 ounces. He's 6 inches long. And the Ovia pregnancy app, it's really cool because you can kind of set it to the size of the baby relating to foods, toys, fun bakery, size type things. It's kind of interesting, but this week at week 18, baby is the size of a sweet potato. So two of the apps I do like using to kind of get an overview of what's going on in my pregnancy, what I should be experiencing, things to look out for. They're also really nice to be able to keep track of the weight gain, take pictures of my growing belly for something to look back on. And it also tells you, some of the symptoms that you can expect, and you can log the doctor's appointments that you have that are upcoming. So the two apps I like are the Ovia pregnancy app. When we were trying to conceive and I was tracking my menstrual cycle, I was using the Ovia app. And then obviously when you become pregnant, you can keep track of it through the Ovia pregnancy app, and you can put your due date. It can predict what your due date would be based on the first day of your last period. So that one's really interesting. Also, Pregnancy Plus is very interesting. Every week you get a digitalized picture of what baby should look like inside of you. And it's as accurate as it can be for being an application on your cell phone. But that is where you get the sizing of the baby. And of course, the size of the baby and how long he or she is depends on your pregnancy. And how fast baby's growing, or how slow, or how far along you are. But this just kind of gives you a general overview of the size of the baby and kind of what to compare it to. So this week, I know I had mentioned in my 17-week pregnancy bump date, I was struggling with sleep, and that has been a continued struggle for me. I am not able to sleep through the night, so I'm kind of experiencing that pregnancy insomnia. My stomach is starting to grow, so I'm not able to sleep so much on my stomach as I used to. And I'm really not comfortable on my back either. I will find myself waking up in the middle of the night on my back, and I'll have to reposition to my side. And then at that point, it kind of takes me a little bit longer to get comfortable and kind of fall back asleep, sleeping on my side. I did have in my week 17 bump date, someone commented and said, what about a pregnancy pillow? Have you tried that? And I do have the Snuggle. I did attempt to use it one time in my previous pregnancy, and it was not comfortable for me. I'm not sure if I wasn't using it right. I think the Snuggle I had is more of like an S shape, and I know that there's one that goes all the way around your body. I feel like I would probably benefit from the one that goes all the way around your body. For me, I was feeling as if I had to move the pillow back and forth from each side that I'm sleeping on. I don't lay in one position for very long. And when you're pregnant, the additional weight on your body, when you're laying on one side, sometimes your body can fall asleep, feels a little bit more achy than it normally would. So I may have to try out a different pregnancy pillow, but I do think I'm gonna have to break it out and try it soon to see if maybe with this pregnancy, it's a little bit more comfortable, and maybe it can help a little bit with the sleep. Obviously with the sleep struggles come exhaustion. Keeping up with my 1.5-year-old is becoming a little bit harder and harder. I realize that I'm out of breath a little bit quicker than I normally would be. And I am starting to gain some weight. I know I had mentioned last week that my weight gain had been slow, and I have gained about 8 pounds so far in this pregnancy. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, in comparison to my last pregnancy, at this point I had probably gained about 20 pounds. So I think having to run around and keep up with my toddler is helping kind of keep some of the weight at bay. Also, the nausea I experienced in early pregnancy probably had something to do with that as well, because I wasn't able to necessarily eat the things I would want to. And with the nausea, I really didn't have much of an appetite. Another really strange symptom I've been experiencing, and I'm not sure if this is pregnancy related or if it's the weight gain or if it's just something I'm experiencing, maybe I'm not eating some of the nutrients that I need to be, is my feet are starting to cramp. I'll realize sometimes we have hardwood floor throughout our house, and as I'm walking, sometimes I will feel as if my feet are going to cramp. Kind of like when you feel like you're going to get a Charlie horse or a cramp in your leg. It's starting to happen in my feet. And I haven't had any terrible pain or cramping to the point that it stopped me from being able to walk or do whatever activity I was doing, but I can tell that my feet are just starting to become a little bit achy, a little bit easier. I did use shoes in my previous pregnancy. They were Nike flip-flops that had like a little bit of cushion where you actually put your feet into. And I think I'm gonna have to break those out and start using shoes that have a little bit more support, just to kind of help as your belly grows, and it kind of puts a little bit more weight on your back and your lower back. I know I had said that I was experiencing some back pain. That has subsided for the most part, but I do think that maybe putting shoes on that have a little bit more of an arch support in them, a little bit more cushioning, will not only help with the feet cramping and the pain that I'm experiencing, but maybe help a little bit when on the days that I'm walking more on my back, to kind of help relieve some of that stress that my body could be feeling from the weight gain. Two really fun things that we did this week. I did go ahead and order my breast pump. I did exclusively breastfeed my son, Sebastian, for 15 months. When I found out I was pregnant and I was experiencing nausea, I was put on an anti-nausea and vomiting medication, and I could not continue to breastfeed. So I did wean him at that point. But I did have a breast pump. I believe I had the Medela Freestyle. I will be doing a video once I get the new breast pump that I'm ordering in, kind of comparing the two. I will want to do an unboxing, so if that's something that you'd like to see, leave a thumbs up on this video or comment below. But I did get to order my breast pump, and so I believe the site I used was Aeroflow Breast Pump. I will link them below. But you go through, you put in your name, your information, your insurance information. They go ahead and reach out to your insurance to see what breast pumps are covered by your insurance. So if you do have health insurance, generally your insurance company will cover the cost of a breast pump for you. I believe you get one with each pregnancy. I will say I was working when I was pregnant with Sebastian. So I did have health insurance through my employer, and now I'm on my husband's health insurance because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And the insurance is different. Actually, seemingly is better, which is kind of interesting because it's the same company. But so I'm waiting to hear from them on what breast pumps are covered. I have my eye on a few that I would really like to use. And just to kind of experience the difference. I did say I exclusively breastfed, but my son Sebastian did not take a bottle, which proved to be really difficult as he got a little bit older and I continued to breastfeed him. I wasn't able to leave him as often as I maybe would have liked to just kind of have me time, or, you know, for my husband and I to go out. My mom would sometimes try to watch him, but he wouldn't take a bottle, so it, you know, proved to be kind of a stressful situation. So I'm hoping that this baby boy will take a bottle. And so that's the purpose of ordering the breast pump. I also started a registry. I only started one on Amazon. We did Target last time, and because I'm having another boy, I already have the essentials that I need. I am needing to start over with furniture. I will have 2 under 2, so my oldest will be in his crib still, and this next baby boy will also need a crib and some furniture for his room and nursery. So I started a registry on the few things that we're gonna need. for this baby, this pregnancy. Some things I wish I had had that I didn't in my last pregnancy. So that's something fun that we started to do. I've started to think about baby shower ideas. Now that I'm approaching the halfway mark, it's just kind of starting to become very real, and it's flying by really fast as it's my second pregnancy. Like I've said multiple times, I'm running around with a toddler, so I'm really thinking that we're gonna need to start planning that and kind of be on top of it because time is flying. So other than that, that's been my week 18 update. This is going up on Monday. I did record this a few days ago, but right now, as this is uploaded, I have been able to go and have my anatomy scan, and we've had our sonogram, so I will have hopefully been able to record some of that if the doctor's office allows for me to, and that will be up in my next video for you to see kind of what we experienced and checking on baby boy number 2, his growth and how everything is developing at our halfway point. So again, thank you so much for joining in. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to make sure you're notified every time I upload. Like, leave comments down below letting me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future, and some of the week 18 things that maybe you're experiencing if you're in the same week as I am. It feels great to kind of get some of my energy back, not experience the nausea so much outside of the sleep struggles and exhaustion. So I can't wait to hear what some of you are experiencing on your week 18. Stay tuned for week 19 and some really fun videos to come, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.